Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Another reselling video coming your way today. It's Chris from Chris's Treasure Chest, and I always like to share my eBay experiences with you guys. And today, like the thumbnail shows, what happens when a package goes abandoned? Who pays? Me, eBay, or the buyer? As always, guys, I love sharing my eBay experiences with you. This is the first time in all the years that I've been selling on eBay that a package has gone abandoned. And I'll fill you in the backstory. I'll tell you exactly what happened. There's a two-parter to this. I also have a comical comment that an eBay representative told me. We were discussing a negative feedback that I had, and I'll give you that story as well. You're not going to believe what they told me. Anyways, let's get to this abandoned package, and I'll let you know what happened. So I sold to an individual. Where's my glasses here so I can read this to you? I sold to an individual a reel-to-reel stereo, and this was back. I sold it to him on what's the date here? April 1st. So we shipped it out. I had a package and I shipped it out. I believe on the 3rd or the 4th of April. Let's take a look here, 3rd or 4th of April. So where he wanted it to go, he wanted it to go to a P.O. box in Guelph, Ontario, which is not that far from here. I could probably drive there in about 20, 30 minutes from my house. It's not that far. So it'll get there in the next day or so. So the item arrived, so we shipped it the 2nd. The item arrived, believe it or not, at the post office on April 3rd. So the item sat there for exactly 20 days. Canada Post, without telling me or anybody, Canada Post decided to ship it back to me. So I wasn't home that day, and I came home from work, and I had that little tag on the door, and it said DI Sales Canada, which is my store. There's a package at the post office. Come tomorrow and pick it up. So the next day I go pick it up, hand them the slip. I don't know what it is. They bring out a big box, and I'm going, it looks like that reel-to-reel that I sold. I said to her before I signed anything, I said, are you charging me for this? No. Usually they charge you right here. It would say for you to pay X amount of dollars. So I signed for it and I threw it in the car. And then I came home, I dropped it off in a pile of stuff that I have to ship out. And I went searching through the transaction to try to find out when it was shipped, who it was for, whatever. And then I'm looking at my charges. eBay charged me I have it written down here, $36.50 to get it back to me. All right, now I'm not very happy about this. So then I start looking at the tracking, and what happened was after 20 days, Canada Post deems the parcel abandoned. So they send it back to the receiver. So when I create labels on the eBay label platform, it doesn't allow me to select abandon if it gets abandoned, just to get rid of it. Or you can say send it back to the seller, and it doesn't have that option. On Canada Post, it did have options like that. So anyways, so I start looking, and the guy, I guess, never picked it up. I don't know what happened to him or whatever. So it came back to me. So today, I get an email today, and I'll read it to you. Let me grab it for you. So here's the message. So today is now May 4th. So exactly pretty much a month since it was delivered to the location, the P.O. box. So this gentleman here, he sent me a message. He said, hello, I ordered this item and a cassette reel from you. He never ordered a cassette reel from me. He ordered a reel-to-reel, and that was it. There was nothing else. From a while back, he says. And it was at my local post office to check for it on April 24th. So if you look at the tracking, it says he's expected for delivery April 24th for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if eBay's behind or Canada Post is behind or whatever. It had not yet arrived at that point, but I saw later the same day that it was supposed to have arrived on the 24th, as I said. Possibly it got there after me, but I had to leave out of town the same day. I just got back last night. I can't make it to the post office until midweek due to my schedule, but I need to know how long will they hold it for. Fortunately, I cannot contact eBay Post by phone. I'm an American, so I can tell you that it's not like in the States. The bottom line is, if you could please provide me with the tracking number as soon as possible, that would be extremely helpful. And 2, verify that they have it and it's waiting. And 3, how long will they hold it for? Many thanks, Paul. Okay, so I thought to myself, I better give eBay a call. I think I know the eBay buyer protection policy on this, and I wanted to double check with them. So I phoned in and I spoke to customer service. I told them exactly what happened. They reviewed all the notes, and they told me that the transaction is null and void now, because what happened was I delivered it with full tracking to the address they specified, and it got there. It's verified. The person never picked it up, so it was now deemed abandoned. So now the transaction is null and void. That's what they said to me. So they said to send a message back to the seller exactly what they told me, or exactly what we discussed, and I did that. I'm waiting for Paul, the buyer, to get back to me. So let me know in the comments down below if this has ever happened to you guys before. Very interesting. They're not forcing me to give the guy a refund or anything. Hey, I had to pay $36 back. I'm losing money on this whole thing. So I have it still. I'm going to relist the thing. I want to try to get my money back out of it to redeem my 36 bucks and whatever I paid for the item. So let me know, like I said, in the comments down below, if this ever happened to you and how you handled it and how your buyer handled it. So now part 2 of the video, let's talk about negative feedback. And I had one a little while back, and it was for an item that the guy never received. This is the crazy part of this feedback. And what happened was, it was for a Monster High doll. The gentleman or lady ordered it. I can't remember who, either or. It doesn't really matter. And they said the day I was supposed to ship it, I canceled the order because of the price. And that's not the case. We canceled the order, and we explained it to them in a message, say, sorry, we're canceling the order. The photo of the item is the incorrect photo. So they would be receiving a different item, and we credited and refunded the individual 100%. Sorry about that. Here you go, take your money and go try to find another one. The guy leaves me, or she leaves me, this negative feedback. And listen to this. And I was reading this out to the customer service rep just now, because I did file to remove it, and they never did. And I was asking her why, because I've noticed a lot of you guys, thank you, my viewers that watch, a lot of you are saying there's tons of negative feedback now, tons of returns. They don't know what's going on. And everybody's starting to blame it on this outside agency that eBay's using. So let me read this to you. Very interesting. They waited till the last minute to tell me that they had mispriced the doll and couldn't sell her to me. Like you waited close to a week after I paid for her to say, my bad, we mispriced her. We never did that. We don't waited a week. We have 3-day handling, 3 business days handling. So if they bought it Friday, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday shipped, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, not going to buy or try to buy from this seller again. And honestly, I'm not sure if this is a thing the seller does when they see that they're set a low buy point. I guess the fact I sent a bid and they said yes, and they recanceled on the buy. Yeah, wouldn't buy from this seller again. The only good thing is that they refunded me fast, right? And we kind of responded. I did my reply. We did not cancel the order due to a mispriced item. It was canceled and refunded as the listing contained the wrong photo of the item. We refunded you 100%. Sorry for any inconvenience. So the eBay representative was reading this with me, and they looked at it and they put me on hold, and they came back and they said, Chris, this is feedback is on the buyer's experience. Okay, I said, what does that mean? It's the experience the buyer had, and they're just that. So they're giving you negative feedback on it. What's the difference between the buyer's experience? This guy didn't even receive the item. I never shipped them the item. We told them what was wrong. Why can't you remove it? They said, oh, sorry, that's why they never, ever removed it. So she said she's going to send it back in. I don't care if they remove it or not. That's not the case. The case is eBay. If you're watching this, get your ass together on this policy, this negative feedback. It is just garbage. You guys need to get back and have normal people or your people looking at it and taking care of this, because this is crazy. You know, I don't know. And that's it. That's my 2 points for today, guys. Like, tell me what you think down below about seller's experience. That was the reason. And if you ever had an abandoned item in the past, and what happened in your experience. I would really, really appreciate it. All right, guys, if you like this video, give it the big thumbs up. Let's try to get as many as we can so we can get it sent out to other resellers just like you guys. Anyways, guys, comments down below, like I said. Thank you so much for watching my channel. It means a lot to me. And until the next time, it's Chris from Chris's Treasure Chest. We'll talk to you later.